Alright, so we're gonna walk through this really quick and easy, cute design. Right now I'm applying matte top coat. So obviously when you apply matte top coat, you're most likely going to be doing some isolated chrome. And that's exactly what this design is going to consist of. That is my 12 millimeter liner brush, and I am just going in, making diagonal lines and then adding these swoops. If you are starting to get the idea, then you'll realize what we're making. It's going to be isolated chrome butterfly. So this is the lining for the pretty much base of the butterfly. And then here are the chrome options that we're going to be using. So I did pick 4 chrome options. Honestly, looking back on it, I could have only did 3. But you guys will see which one I could have gone without when we get there. So of course, just opening the chrome really easily, it will literally like pour out because it's powder. So now I do use the claw mini sponges. But honestly, for me, that's just the easiest thing I have right now. And I do dab a little bit. I always dab in the lid first because going right into the chrome, you're going to pick up so much, it's not really necessary. Chrome goes a long way. Now that we can see that I'm applying it, we can see how the matte top coat doesn't make the chrome stick to the whole nail. It literally will only stick to the part that you have pretty much outlined in whatever color you want the base of your chrome to be. So now I'm going to go with the second color. And then you guys can kind of start to see how these colors blend together, which is pretty nice because if you have a good idea on how your chromes will look after you do the black, then that will kind of help. This is where I'm like, yeah, I could have gone without it. That burgundy-ish color really didn't show up much. I put a little more elbow grease, use a little bit more powder to see if it was going to come up, but also for that small space, it really wasn't going to do much of anything. So I'm really happy I still picked the green anyways. And I started going over some of the burgundy with the green, just give it more of that ombre effect, because you really can't see the burgundy anyways. So that is almost the finishing touch. You technically could leave it like that, but the finishing touch will really kind of sets the tone to the butterfly are these white little dots. You want to not overpower it with the dots. So, put a few on, take a look at it, see if you want to add some more. It can be also a various amount of sizes. So they don't all have to be really big or really small. It just gives it a little bit more life-likeness to the butterfly. So that is where, I'm going to pretty much start concluding, this demonstration, this demo. I'm going to wrap all my things up. I'm like a clean freak, so I definitely clean my stuff up pretty well in between, actual clients and also just when I do art. So now you definitely want to float the top coat. That's why I have that big bead, and just float your top coat.